Hello everyone, my name is Nidhi Yadav, roll number 205019, and I am here to give the presentation of the paper Discrete Mathematics, and the topic for presentation is graph theory. Introduction. Graph theory is the study of points and line. In particular, it involves the ways in which the set of points called vertices can be connected by the lines called edges. Graph theory has proven useful in the design of integrated circuit of computers and other electronic devices. Graph theory was invented by Leonard Euler. Graphs and basic terminologies. A graph is an ordered pair G is equals to VE comprising a set of vertices, nodes or points together with a set E of edges, arc or lines which are two element subsets of V. An edge is associated with two vertices and the association takes the form of the unordered pair of the vertices. A graph may be directed or undirected, weighted or unweighted. A graph may be self-loop or self-edge. These are the example of the graphs. First one is the undirected graph, second is the weighted graph, then the directed graph and the graph with self loop. Types of graph. First one is null graph. A graph which contains only isolated nodes, that is the set of edges of graph is empty, is called the null graph. Second is the regular graph, a graph in which each vertex has the same number of neighbors, that is, every vertex has the same degree, is called as regular graph. A regular graph with vertices of degree k is called a k regular graph or regular graph of degree k. A complete Now the third is complete graph. A complete graph is a graph in which each pair of vertices is joined by an edge. A complete graph contains all the possible edges. Then the bipartite graph. A bipartite graph is a graph in which the vertex can be partitioned into two sets W and X, so that no two vertices in W share common edge and no two vertices in X share common edge. Chromatic graph of bipartite graph is 2. Chromatic number of bipartite graph is 2. Now complete bipartite graph. In a complete bipartite graph, the vertex set is the union of two disjoint sets W and X, so that every vertex in W is adjacent to every vertex in X, but there are no edges within W or X. These are the examples of the graph. First is the null graph. There are 3 points A, B, and C. Then the second is complete graph, which is a triangular one with 3 vertices. The third is regular graph with 4 vertices. Then bipartite graph is 5 vertices, and the K3. The third one is the complete bipartite with 6 vertices. Representation of graph. Two most common ways to represent a graph. First is adjacency matrix and adjacency list. Now the adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix is a 2D array of V cross V, where V is the number of vertices in a graph. Let the 2D array be adjoined, and the slot adjoined ij is equals to 1 indicate that there is an edge from the vertex I to vertex j. Adjacency matrix for undirected graph is always symmetric. Adjacency matrix is also used to represent weighted graph. If adjoint aij is equals to w, then there is an edge from vertex I to vertex j with weight w. Now the adjacency list, an array of list is used. An array of lists is used. Second one is the size of the array is equal to number of the vertices. Let the array be array an entry be I. Array I represent the list of vertices adjacent to the ith vertex. This representation can also be used to represent a weighted graph. The weights of the edge can be represented as a list of pairs. Now the representation of the graph example. Here we have 3 vertices. The matrix representation is given here, and the list. The second one is example of adjacency list of a graph. And now thank you.